Well, hello there, and welcome back to my show. It's been a while now, hasn't it? What I gotta say for myself? Why haven't I been making these? Well, a multitude of reasons. Some of them I am willing to discuss in this episode. So, one reason why there has been a huge pause in these is that for reasons that I couldn't control, I skipped a beat. Skipped a bit. Never miss a bit. Never skip a bit. Never miss a bit. I missed a bit. Okay, whatever. Basically, one day, I didn't make one of these. Now, I would argue that half of that was my fault, in that I got used to pushing filming these to the very latest hours of the day, like the very, very late evening, like you can see right now. I still have this. There's the sunset behind me. Oh, damn mosquitoes. I'll eat their ass if they try to bite me. I'll have to undo my sleeves if they're gonna be aggressive. So, one thing is that I was forced. I was forced to not do it because like situations presented themselves in such a way that I wasn't able to make one. But another thing is, I could not make one is because, well, I kept pushing it to the evening, and by the evening, when I had this very little time left, I was like, oh shit, I actually cannot today because I have things to do that just came out of nowhere. Like, that's not out of my control. But what is in my control is to keep these episodes, keep recording them earlier in the day, not in the fucking evening, okay? So that's something I have to work on. And I've been actually thinking about it and considering maybe I would do them in the early morning. Like, that's another thing. I have been thinking about maybe I should make myself a schedule. I've never been too big on schedules. Well, for one reason is I kind of suck at sticking to them, because random things present themselves and I'm always all too willing to fall for it. I'm like, oh, this random thing just popped up. I ain't gonna do it later. I'm just gonna do it now. Just shift my schedule 10 minutes, you know. What could go wrong? I'll just shift the schedule, 10 minutes. There was a 10 minutes pause at the end of the day, or whatever. There's a 10 minutes break. Okay, I'll just do the break now, and I won't do the break then, you know. Yeah, like that. That's kind of my thing. That's one way I never done schedules. And another thing, I just don't kind of like them. Like the way I do these pauses and things, and not continue on with the same schedule, is because I hate repetitiveness. I hate it. I cannot stand it. Like, give me something that is to be expected, and I'm like already rolling my eyes already, you know. Like, I just hate it. It's disgusting. It's boring. It makes everything boring when you know what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's my thing. But I've been considering maybe I should give it a try. I want to make a kind of schedule that would be more of very broad brushstrokes of at what time of the day, like how many general hours I'm gonna be doing what, and kind of like stick to these general hour type things, not like exact schedule of like, okay, I wake up at 20:20, don't know, whatever. You cannot wake up at 20. Hold on a second. Stupid mosquito. Damn it. I have to undo my sleeves, otherwise when I get home I'm gonna be completely bloodless. Because these vampires would have eaten me alive. Okay, so you'll have to bear with me while I'm holding the stick with one hand and I'm undoing my sleeves with other. So yeah, so yeah, I want to try the broad brushstroke kind of way of scheduling things, because I feel like I do need the schedule, but at the same time, I just hate it. But I feel like it may be a useful ally in doing what I want to do. But I just hate it. But I feel like I might use it. But I don't know. I'll try it. You know, don't kick it till you try it. You know, just find something that works for me, like they always say. You know, like the great sages of the internet say, find something that works for you. You know, no, I'm reading your article to understand, like to learn something from you. I don't want to find something that works for me. It's always annoying. Like, you read some article on the internet about something that you care about, but then they say, well, find something that works for you. No. I came there to learn something from them. If I wanted to find something that works for me, I would already done it. I need new ideas. Like, finding something that works for me. It's thank you. Thanks, great. Thanks for nothing. That's what I meant to say. So, I want to do scheduling. That I said. I said that hot damn, I missed the video that I said. But then, like, I missed one video. But then, you know that sneaking feeling that when you missed one video, you're like, well, what's the fucking point, you know? You see, for me, nothing is really that important. Like, just don't give a fuck. Like, I'm making these for myself. I like them. But if I don't make them, you know, nothing really changes. That may be depressing for some people, but not for me. Oh, that's a beautiful bird. The beautiful singing bird. I don't know if the bird is beautiful. In fact, it looks like a regular old bird. Yeah, but you all sing very good. So, I've embraced this usefulness, you know, meaninglessness. I ain't some kind of, you know, trying to seek meaning or make meaning in life. No, I just don't give a fuck. I don't want any sort of meaning in this. There doesn't seem to be any, so fuck it, you know. I can put meaning in little things, you know. When I brush my teeth, I'm like, yeah, so that my teeth won't destroy themselves. That's why I'm brushing them. And why do I not want that? Because it hurts. And I don't like to hurt. Yeah, that kind of little thing. So yeah. That's the thing. So yeah, I missed the video, and then the next day I was also kind of busy, and I could have filmed the video. Like, I've been busier while I was filming once or twice, but like, I already missed one, right? What's the real point? Nobody's watching these. I just make them because I want to make them. That's the only reason. Damn mosquitoes, stupid ass, shitty jerks. Okay. I should be looking at myself very closely to see if anyone. Oh yeah, you see right there? Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Stupid piece of shit, that mosquito. Damn it. This is a very wet place, thus mosquitoes. Okay, see geese flying. There's a river that way. So, what was I saying is, oh yeah, I missed one, and then the next day I was like, yeah, what's the point? And then like, you create a new pattern, and the new pattern was, I don't make these anymore. And then I'm like, well, you know, I didn't make it for one day, I didn't make it for 2 days, like, what's the point of making it on the third day? Like, duh. But why? Why do it? So, I didn't, and on the third day I didn't, and on the fourth day I didn't, many doesn't matter days, all that took, you know, I just stopped making these. But recently, like today in the morning, I took a long walk. Well, first thing is because I stopped making these, I stopped walking so much, you know. I kept spending days inside, you know, bottled up in my own little space, in my own little flat of just writing, you know, just going at it, bashing keyboard, just writing shit and deleting shit and just writing and deleting all that shit. Oh man, I suck. Oh man, who, you know? So somebody comfort me. I suck at everything I do. You know, not everything, but at everything I care about. There's a piece I wrote yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think. It goes about something like, I suck at everything I actually like to do. I'm good at, you know, random things that I don't really care about. Like, but I suck at doing anything that I actually value. You know? It's a funny thing. It might be due to my perception, though. Like, the things that I say I don't care about that I'm good at, maybe I actually do care about. It's just that, I don't know, I'll have to think about it more, and I will probably write about it more. Maybe I'll talk about those things in the show. Now I just wanted to whine a little bit because, you know, it's some random episode comes out of nowhere after a long pause, and I'm like, you know, whatever. Whatever. That's another thing, the whatever thing. You see, I started this video series with a long-ass episode of just random ramblings about what I want to make with these series. Like, what is this? Why am I doing this? And I said that I wanted to produce a video vlog, get it? A video log of just like stream of thought kind of content, of just being honest, not like being honest like, you know, the far right, more like expose myself and expose the ideas that live inside myself, that live inside me, and the ideas I regularly use. Man, this is probably some people gonna comment that, damn, mosquitoes all over his face, and he didn't notice it, and it sucked all of his blood. Expose the ideas that I have that live inside my head, and through that exposition, confront them, like, and check them out. And are they any good? Are they not good? Like, what are they all about? You know? Because otherwise, you know, I just live my daily life. I just do my daily chores. I use these ideas as tools, but I never actually get a chance to really reflect and look at them and say, hey, you know, that's maybe not healthy, or you know, that you shouldn't do that for some reason that might exist. You know. So yeah, that's why I started making these videos. And then I stopped because, like, you know, whatever, there's no reason. But it's always this thing with me. When I do a piece of art, like, say, this vlog, or my writing, or whatever, when I do a piece of art, I like, it's crappy, well, whatever. I know very much that it's crappy, but I usually have to, at first, I acknowledge that, yeah, this is shit. Like, this is terrible. I like it, but I understand that measured to what other people can do, it's just terrible. Nobody cares. You know, it's just like, bleh. So, what do I want to say? Oh yeah, that in the beginning of making a certain type of content, I always acknowledge that, but by the time I come close to the end, not to the end, usually that's how these things end, but I want to break this cycle. Is I start, you know, looking at that content and say, well, it's shit, so why am I doing it in the first place? But on the other hand, if I don't do it, how will I ever stop being not shit? Like, you see the point there? And I'm always like get disappointed with that, and I'm like, well, this is going nowhere. This has no meaning. And I'm like, well, yeah, this has no meaning. And I'll just get all disappointed. I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna do this. This has no meaning. But I forgot that in the beginning, I already knew that this is shit. My original intention, despite this content being shit, was to make it so that first I can see the shit, like what's the essence of shitness in it, like what's shitty about it. I can see that, and through all that, I can learn to maybe make not shitty content. You know, that like by the time I get all depressed in commas, I don't really get depressed ever. I get all disappointed. That's a better word. Disappointed with my content. I'm like, wow, that's shit. Yeah, I know, but I always forget that I knew. That's another funny thing with my memory. I wrote about it. So yeah. Short-term concepts just it's a very hard thing for me to do. And to add to this here conundrum with the shitty content is another thing, like, see, when we talk vlogs, like, if I think of other people who do vlogs, damn mosquitoes, get the fuck out of my life. When we talk about other people who do vlogs, they usually have some theme they go for. Like some episode, general, grandiose idea. Like, you know, here's what happened to my pet Johnny, and here's what I think, I don't know, about the pet death. Whereas with me, it's more like, you know, I'm all over the place. Fuck everything. that's kind of how I have done these so far. I don't quite do. That's the same thing with my life. I don't quite do this like one little thing, you know, that you can focus on and get like good insights or bad insights or just any insights about. I'm like all over the fucking place. And another thing to add to this like shittiness in content is a problem that I had to struggle with in the past with this type of procedurally generated content, like my video series here. The point of this series, like, not what it does, but how it is done. Like, the how here is daily. That's the point. But the what, like, the what that is the proper what that I described is to reflect on my general thought process, is good, you know. If you do it daily, doesn't matter. You can still reflect on random shit that happened in that day, or random ideas that you have, or just rambles that you know, pull out of your ass because you had to record something. I can still do reflection on that. Like, that is still something that I can do. But the bad, how do I put it? The not correct what? Like, what am I doing here? Is like, produce good, quality, valuable content. Now that is tricky. Damn mosquitoes. That is tricky. I cannot do that daily because, like, it requires you to actually work to do, and like, it takes more time. You have to come up with a good idea, you know, and then do it right way, because just having a good idea is not fucking enough. Oh man, this is beautiful. Check her out. These, by the way, are almost gone. It's both blue and white. Yeah, mosquito. You stop for a second. Mosquito's gonna eat you. Like, there are all sorts of flowers, but they are different. New flowers came out. There's new flowers in the town, kid. Not kid, or whatever. I'm your new daddy, or whatever. Damn stupidish mosquitoes! I eat your ass. So yeah, my point was, if you want to make quality content, well, daily. No fucking wait. Like, I think I misspelled it. I said a lot of this time. I don't like it. I think I not misspelled it, but misspinned it. I gave it a wrong spin, idea-wise. It's not that you cannot do it daily. It's that you cannot produce quality, that kind of good, top-notch content on a tight schedule, in like the immediate perspective, and in a more generalized perspective on any schedule whatsoever. Like, say, even if I do, say, a video once a month, okay, that's like totally doable, like high quality, very good video with good research and just straight up facts and logic, like we all like and see in a video. Yeah and no. Like, yeah, probably I can do it once a month, but it's a probably. That's not a surely. I don't know. Like, maybe researching some topic would take longer than once a month. And I would have to either realize that in advance, or I would have to, I don't know, like, by the, like, half a month has gone by, and now out of a sudden I realize that no, I won't be able to do the rest of the video in 2 weeks or whatever. So, like, I have to shove some, take a different idea that I can squeeze in these 2 weeks and make a video. And this video, because there was less time, might be less of a quality. So, what I'm saying is, art doesn't go very well with the schedules. Schedules and deadlines and shit are made for work. Like, I don't know, writing code. Because, like, when you have already a system that is engineered for you, you're just given, like, hey, do this. Like, coding, that's what it's called. You're just given what you should do, and you do it. Like, that's it. No creative work. Coding can be done on a schedule. Engineering, for example, fuck no. You cannot do engineering on a schedule, because you don't know how long thinking up of something good might take. I spent 1.5 years engineering my university project. Like, coding it had 3 versions. Coding it only took like 2 weeks max. Like, tops. I think it took me 2 weeks to write the final version. Well, more than that, because some code were written during the engineering process. Engineering being mostly like creating a mock-up of the entire thing. Like, placeholders everywhere, just general kind of approach to the thing. So yeah, it had 3 versions in engineering. But just like coding for it, yeah, it's simple. But engineering, hell no. Same with video. Like, yeah, I can make this kind of content every day. Just go out and shit on everything that I see. That I can do that every day, probably, no problem. If I don't find something, I'll be like, oh, the flowers are beautiful these days. They're even more beautiful than they usually are. Like, oh my, check them out. Oh wow, check out these flowers. Oh wow, and I can just say that for an hour, exactly 60 minutes, 0 seconds, and upload that. Like, I can do that, but it's content, just not good at quality content. Probably mosquitoes are annoying in the video because they are definitely annoying in the visuals for me in the real life. Fucking mosquitoes. Another thing is, for whatever reason, I've been having like allergies. I guess to all the flowers, or I don't know. I never had that. Like that was never a problem for me. Allergies, like I was like, hey, duh, I'm not allergic. But this time, I don't know why, but hell, man, my eyes and my nose have been running terribly, and my eyes have been all teary, and I had to eat a what do you call it? Medicine thing. A pill. Yeah, there you go. I had to just eat a pill to just be able to record this, because otherwise I would probably be, you know, all just like, I cannot look anywhere. So yeah, that's a thing. That's something that's happening in my life, and I never thought that would happen to me, but fuck me, I guess. Now I'm fucking allergic. That's great. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. I hope to start doing this earlier in the morning, like tomorrow. I want to try recording one very early. I am also thinking of maybe I will make these shorter. I'm not quite sure how short, because my initial idea with these videos is just I didn't have the time, and I would just like win it every time. I would just like, do I have anything else to say? If yes, then continue. Do I have nothing? Then fuck no. But you can tell I have a running nose from all the damn flowers. But what I was saying, I want to try to make these shorter now, because first of all, I want to try to do like I don't know. See, I want to discuss shit, but at the same time I want to make these shorter so they are more digestible, even for me. Like, I like watching my old vids, but watching an hour-long vid, just me ranting, yeah, cool. Maybe in the background, I guess that's how I intended these from the start. You know, nobody wants to look at me walking in the fucking bushes. Well, I like the bushes. I like the wilderness, the great wild, the great outside. You know, that's what I like. You know, that's something that I've always been into. You know, it really turns me on. You know, the greenery. You know, just really turns me on. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to make these shorter. Maybe I won't. Like, I don't want to stop until I'm done. That's my point. And since I'm making these only for myself anyway, like, why stop until I'm done? Damn mosquito! I'll eat your grandma's whatever, something. Blood-sucking vampires. So that's it. Pretty much everything I wanted to say. I have said. Oh, you cannot see, right? Oh yeah, you can see. There, see? There, a crow. There's been a crow party today. I've been also walking earlier today somewhere over in that direction, and there had been like 5 or 6 crows just hanging out in the one spot, and a bunch of flying around. And I came there. I thought maybe there's like a corpse or something, and they're like feasting on it, and I would be like, yeah, hell yeah, I found a corpse, you know, gotta call the cops so they can put me in prison under suspecting me for murder or whatever. But no, there was nothing, so I don't know what they were doing. Maybe they just had a crow party. Maybe they rule the world secretly behind our backs. So yeah, okay, I'm getting distracted here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time, and bye-bye.